Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It got cold, didn't it?
Yeah. It's not, I don't think it's raining yet.
It's sprinkles, that's all.
hmm It says it's going to rain at 11 p.m.
Oh, okay. They're usually right.
and then through tomorrow the whole day.
Oh, the whole day? Oh, gosh. Okay.
Well,
We need the rain. Yeah, I can't say.
the sprinklers won't work. I have, the ones I have, it's already told me that they canceled the sprinkling tonight
Oh.
because of the weather forecast.
Really?
hmm
That's pretty smart. That's very smart.
Yeah, so if I'm away and it
Uh,
rains, I don't have to worry that, oh
right.
God,
Yeah.
it's,
But can you change it remotely as well if you
yeah.
need to? That's very good. Nini, where is he? 702. Uh,
So how was Florida?
Beautiful. It's amazing. There's so many Jews there. It's crazy.
Where does he live?
And Surfside,
Hmm.
just this next to Bell Harbor, a little farther
Hmm.
north, not in Miami Beach. It looks like people moved farther north.
I know. So it's like,
Yeah. It's like he lives like 94th, 95th in that area.
oh yeah, not further up.
No, because Bell Harbor starts at 97. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's only a few blocks, this whole Surfside, but every store is either a Jewish store, a restaurant. It's all Jewish. It's nuts.
Yeah.
There was a motorcycle coming down the street, a whole bunch. I thought maybe it was something anti-Israel. It turns out there were Jews with Israeli flags. So instead of Hell's Angels, they call themselves Hillel's Angels.
Oh,
Yeah, a whole bunch of them with Israeli flags, and it's crazy, just crazy. I didn't see a goy the whole weekend. I
there aren't any there. The
don't think
police,
so.
the police only.
The police, yeah, the police. It was very, very nice. Very nice. What year were you there?
Well, 88,
Oh,
no, 88 and 18, part of 89.
uh-huh.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hi, Walter.
Bingo.
How are you?
I was just telling
Good.
Mario how nice it was in Florida, how
Oh, it was
Jewish it is.
fantastic. It's
It's
unbelievable.
hard to believe, yeah.
Well, I saw a
No,
photo that Richie posted on Facebook. There were 75 people in his house.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
popular man.
Mario, when you turn
Bye.
70, we'll make a party, okay?
I have to go back.
It's okay, we're ready. I'm
One
sure
day.
you are too.
Okay, we're on Sadik Ches, 98. We said that it's a machlokes tanoim. Iked and avkilei me'achav, iked and avkilei me'achav. This, the two tanoim derive the limud from two different places. Remember, we had a pasuk. Zos haTorah la'ula, la'mincha, v'lachatat. So, chatas, ma chatas miskadeshes bebalua. If a piece of chatas meat touches another piece of chulin meat, the chulin meat now absorbs the kedusha, and therefore you have to treat it like a chatas, meaning only male kohanim can eat it. I've called miskadeshes bebalua, not just a chatas, but any kodshim has the same rule. Osha. Ma asham ein shapi v'sheli kadosh bo. An asham is a male animal. So the concept of a fetus or the placenta being kadosh can't exist because you can't have a female asham. So I've called ein shapi v'sheli when you're magdish an animal, the fetus and the placental coverings also do not become kadosh. Ksav vlad is kochim bavyason in kadoshim. Now, a vlad of a hegdish can be offered, but only after they've given birth. If they're given birth, then they have kedusha of hegdish and they can be offered, but not in utero. And this mandam also learns don efshar mashi efshar. You can learn to other animals where you can have female animals. You can learn it from an ashram where it's impossible to have a female animal. What's miluim in the pasuk v'la miluim? Ma miluim mosrem b'sreiv v'vein balachayim mosrem. If you leave kochim till the next day, it becomes noise and you have to burn it. It's only, but not live animals. I've called mosrem b'sreiv v'vein balachayim mosrem. So too by all kochim. Why does the Torah mention a shlamim? Ma shlamim mafaglim is paglim. If the Kohen has a machshavas pigul, the animal itself becomes pigul and other things that are brought with it, like lechem and wine libations. I've called mafaglim is paglim. Same thing by other kochim. The Masisa Torah Shved Rabbi Kiva, a different limud. It says zos tarsa mincha. Ma mincha miskadesh balua. Rabbi Kiva's version is that, contrary to what we learned before, that if a chatas touches something, the kedusha of the chatas is absorbed into the new thing. Rabbi Kiva learns it from a mincha. I've called miskadeshes b'balua. Now why? Itzrich lemichtav mincha, v'itzrich lemichtav chatas. Diashmin mincha, if the Torah only said mincha, Aidi Rabbi Kiva mibla. A mincha is generally soft, so it can absorb. But maybe a chatas, which is harder, amalo, yashmin chatas shum dekorir. It's fatty, so it does cause absorption of a mincha. It's not fatty, amalo. Tzricha, so I need it in both cases. Now, Rabbi Kiva's baraisa chatas, ma chatas ain't a balam and a chulin. You cannot bring a chatas from your meiser sheni money. It has to come from your private money. It has to be offered by yom. And you have to do the avodah b'yoda yemanis with your right hand. I've called ein abal min achulin bayom of yoda yemanis. So too other kochim have to be brought from chulin, and it has to be offered during the day, and has to be done with the right hand. That's when you have a chiyuv. If you have a chiyuv to bring a korban like a chatas, you have a chiyuv. But donative things can be brought from Meiser Sheni. Now, how do you know chatas minolan that it can only be bought from chulin? Or Rav Chisda Amar Kra, v'ikriv aron is parachatas asher lo, mishalo, has to be belong to him. V'lo mishal tzibur, v'lo mishal meiser. Bayom, for the Gemara, it says mi bayom savoso nafka. Why do we need another limud bayom? K'dei nazba, because it's not really necessary. The Brisa mentions it. Biyado yemanis, well, mi Rav Chana nafka. That's learned also from somewhere else. Dam Rav Chana Rav Yeshua ben Lakish kol makom shneimar etzba kuhuna ein al yamin. If it says etzba or kohen, we know that it has to be brought by the right hand. So the Gemara says k'dei nazba, and also it didn't need to mention it. V'boy sema several like Rav Shimon to Amar etzba lo boy kuhuna. When the Torah says etzba, it can be done by anybody, but when it says kuhuna, boy etzba. Asham, ma asham atzmois mutom. You can use the bones of an asham to make private items. Avkol atzmois mutom. The bones are permitted by all kochim. Amar Rav Pshitali, dam chatas lamata v'damoy lamat. Let's say the dam chatas is touching the beged, and there's some damol on top of the dam chatas. Tone kibbutz. There's no shaila because the chatas blood is in contact with the beged. But boy, Rava asks a theoretical question. Let's say it's the dam ola lamata. The blood of the dam is touching the beged. The dam chatas laman. The dam chatas on top of the blood spot. Mau. Do we assume mishum nogeya uva nogeya? Well, the dam ola is touching odilma mishum baluahu. Maybe the kibbutz is because it's absorbed. Only the blood that's in direct contact with the beged is absorbed, and the ola of a haloy bolo. Harder pasha the aim tuning kibbutz. So that second shaila, the answer would be it does not require kibbutz. Amarav pshitali dama bigda chotzes. If you need to put your beged into a mikvah, if there's dam on it, it's a chatzitza, it won't work. However, im tabachu, a butcher is used to having his garment bloody, so he's not makbid. So in that situation, ein a chotzes. Now, revav al bigdo chotzes. If you have fat on your garment, it's chotzes in a mikvah. But v'moicha revavu, but if you sell fat, oil, then ain't a chotzes. Because he's not makpid on it. Boy Rav Adam or Vav al Bigdo Mau. What if you have blood and fat on your garment? So again, im tabachu, he'll accept the blood, but typically mishum Ravav, but it's not going to be good because he's not used to fat. V'morch Ravavu typically mishum dam. In either case, it'll be a chatzitza. Lo tzricha David havaha. The chiddush is when he's both a tabach and a seller of Ravav. But maybe you'll say, achad eloi kopid, but atarti kopid. One of these items he's not makbid. If he has both, maybe he's makbid. Oy dilma, atarti nami loi kopid. Maybe if he has both drops, he won't be makbid because he's used to both. Teiku. Harlach dam chates, harlach dam chates, harlach dam chates. Okay.
Hold on.
No, we're still on the same blot. Still on the same blot.
Ernie,
Oh,
Ernie,
that's
I wanted
true.
to
I'm
ask
sorry.
a quick question. So you're learning tzitza here from obviously from mikveh, okay? That you're not allowed to have anything which comes between, right?
Correct.
Correct. So let me ask you something. If somebody's used to, I don't know, a jeweler or a woman,
You're breaking up.
right?
Say it again.
She's used to wearing her jewelry because she's in the jewelry.
No, this is on a
so
beged.
I'll ask you afterwards. I'm breaking.
And you're
I
being
understand it's on a
the
beged, but
beged.
you're learning it out of yeah, but you're learning it out of the bar mikveh. You're not learning it from anything else.
No, we learned it from we
Okay.
learned it from kibbutz when the dam splatters on the bed
Kibbutz.
and you need laundering.
I understand.
How they moved over to mikveh, but anything on a person's flesh is considered a chatzitza to the mikveh. But a beged, so there it's totally in hakpada. If the butcher, wears that apron that's always bloody, so it doesn't serve as a chatzitza because he's
Right. Because there's hair go. Okay.
Yeah, because his hair gel, he's used to it. Johnny, we're starting the 12th perek. Tful Yom. We're on
Okay,
Tzadik Ches Omen Beit.
thank you.
Tful Yom, let's remind ourselves what a Tful Yom is. Somebody's tameh, he touched a sheretz, and you're tameh for 1 day, or you touched nevela, tameh for 1 day. If at 10 o'clock in the morning you go to a mikveh, you're now a Tful Yom. You can eat meiser, but you can't eat truma or kodshim. Once you have hair of shemesh, once the sun goes down, so the Tful Yom is no longer Tful Yom. Now he can eat truma and kodshim. That's a Tful Yom. Now, the truth is a Tomei Mace on his 7th day, right? He goes to the mikveh and he gets sprinkled with paraduma ashes at 10 o'clock in the morning. He's also a Tvul Yom until that night. At that night, once he has Erev Shemesh, he can eat truma and kodesh. Now, mechusar kippurim. When you're tamei because something in your body internally came out, like a zav or a zava, or a mitzora, or a yoledes. Those are the 4 examples of people who are mechusar kippurim, which means they have to count 7 clean days. On the 7th day, they go to the mikveh. Now they're at Tvul Yom. Then Erev Shemesh comes. They can eat truma, but they cannot eat kodshim. The next day, on the 8th day, they have to bring korbanos. They are mechusar kippurim. They're lacking atonement until they bring korbanos on the 8th day. Once they bring the korbanos on the 8th day, they can eat kodshim. We'll see. It's not so pashut. There's a rabbinic mikveh that they have to go into, and we'll see most of them can't eat until nightfall. But anyways, Tvul Yom u'mechusar kippurim einan chokim b'kodshim lechol la'erev. So any kohen of any mishmar can get a chelek of the korbanos that the kohanim can eat, like a chatas or an asham. But at the time, at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's Tvul Yom or mechusar kippurim cannot participate. So since they can, even though they might be able to eat later on that night, they don't eat. Because they were, since they were not roy at the time that the shechita of that chatas was done, they can't eat later on that night either. That's halacha number 1. Onain. Now, an onain is somebody whose 7 relatives died, and he's an onain until he buries. You're only an onain on the day of the death, or if it's delayed until the burial. He can touch a korban, but eino makriv. He cannot be makriv of the korban, and therefore eino cholek lechol erev. He doesn't share in the meat, even though at night, let's say the burial is going to be done later that afternoon, and that night he's going to be okay, since at that time he was not roy, he can't eat later. Okay. Now, Bali Mumin, a Bal Mum, Bein Bali Mumin Oivrim, if it's a passing Mum, Bein Bali Mumin Kvum, or if it's a permanent Mum, Cholkin v'oichlin, they share in the meat and they can eat. Avalon makrivim, but they can't be makriv. Here's the rule. Kol she'ein roy la'avoda, if you couldn't do the avoda that day, ein cholik b'basar, you don't share in the meat. Because she'ein lo b'basar, if you can't share in the meat, ein lo b'oiris, you don't get the hides. Afilu tamei b'shas zrika damim. Let's say you were tamei at the time they did the zrika, but later on that night, when they burn the fats, he's tor, ein cholik b'basar. Shenemar, Hamakrivas dam hashlomim v'sachelev bnei Aaron, lo si eshoka min lamana. The one who can be makriv, both the dam and the chelev, can eat of the portion. But since if you're not roy at the time to do the zrika, you're not roy to have any share. Okay, now